This is Megan and I's project on the legalization of marijuana. We interviewed a few of our peers just by asking did they agree with legalization, why or why not, and we got a few mixed reviews. I think this is a pretty good way to see if it would be socially acceptable because we're asking random questions about something they may not even be that well educated on, which you might be able to see through some of the responses. This project focuses more on the socially acceptable aspect of marijuana legalization, whereas my research paper focuses on the governmental, criminal justice side of it and why it would make more sense for it to be legal. But there are some facts in here that may be interesting to know when considering legalizing marijuana or not. So, without further ado, here's our interviews.
Is this thing on?
Some took our questions very seriously.
Going. Legalize weed, yes or no?
Sure. Why not?
Why or why not?
We could tax it and make money and stuff for the government. Maybe get us out of this downfall.
Any other comments?
Not really.
Okay. Legalize weed, yes or no?
No, because I think it's dumb for people who smoke in general, regardless of whether it's like cigarettes, or marijuana.
Good idea. Legalize weed, yes or no?
No, because it makes you dumb.
Oh, damn, then don't.
Now I am.
Okay.
Legalize weed, yes or no?
Yes, it would create more jobs.
Thank you. Legalize weed, yes or no?
Yes, because it will make it easier for the government to get money instead of spending on incarcerating people for it.
Legalize weed, yes or no? I really don't care. That works.
Some didn't.
Legalize weed, yes or no?
Yes,
Why?
because it's awesome.
Legalize weed, yes or no?
Yes.
Why?
It gives me the munchies for Squeetos, and it's no different than alcohol. It's the same kind of drug, you know what I'm saying?
Legalize weed, yes or no?
Yes,
Why?
because if it was legalized, it would cut down on the drug war, because the drug war, it's illegal, so people are going to fight for it on the streets. So when it's legal, you can buy it in stores, and that would cut out all of the in-between fighting between, the Mexicans coming across the border against, everybody else. You know what I'm saying. And the point blank period, bye.
Marijuana is the shredded leaves of a hemp plant. It has delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol, or THC for short. It has been around for centuries and been used for many things besides smoking. In fact, originally it was used for its ability to be woven into clothing. In China, Emperor Sheng Nang was prescribed marijuana tea for the treatment of gout, rheumatism, malaria, and oddly enough, poor memory. Hemp can also be used to make paper. Government studies report that 1 acre of hemp can produce as much paper as 4.1 acres of trees. That would save a lot of production cost, and we wouldn't be destroying forests all over the world. We could just have a few fields of hemp. Also, marijuana could be used to make biodiesel fuels, which would be better than the petroleum fuels that we're currently using. This would also help our environment. It would be an all-natural resource. And marijuana, unlike most other drugs, is not physically addictive. It is addictive to the fact that you would want to keep using it, but it's not that you wouldn't get sick if you didn't. It's more like being really addicted to chocolate or having sweet cravings. No one has ever died from smoking marijuana, whereas alcohol the death toll for annual underage drinking is around 5,000, and that's drinking and driving, alcohol poisoning, a lot of stuff. Alcohol is completely legal if you're 21, and even then it's really easy to get it, especially at college. No evidence shows that smoking marijuana leads to heart disease or health problems like cancer, but as far as any other risk, like if you're smoking, it's going to go into your lungs and like hurt you eventually, but it's no different than tobacco. A Supreme Court decision in 2005 had an amendment passed that prohibited the Department of Justice from spending any money to undermine state medical marijuana laws. Marijuana was actually legal in the United States until 1937, until the Marijuana Tax Act, which made it illegal to sell marijuana, was passed. So by asking a few of our peers what their opinion is and why, we have concluded that the legalization of marijuana would be mostly socially acceptable. Legalization of marijuana would benefit our economy because we would get revenue from taxes that could be placed upon it. It is also proved less deadly than alcohol has, which is completely legal if you're over 21, but is still at easy access for under 21-year-olds. Alcohol kills over 5,000 people a year, and marijuana has not killed a single person. Just a few things to think about. Hopefully my project has convinced or sort of persuaded you that marijuana should be legalized. Yep, so that's my project.